Okay, so in this video, let us understand headers in API testing. Okay, so most beginners and even experienced usually ignore headers. Almost 80% of the QAs focus only on request body and response body, but headers are also very important. Okay, so what are headers? Okay, so if you click on any request, and here you have headers tab. Okay, so this is what headers. So what can we say to this, or what are headers? So headers are extra information that client sends to the server along with the API request. Okay, so I'll repeat once again. Headers are extra information that client sends to the server along with the API request. Okay, so along with this request, we are sending these information to the server, and the server also sends us some more headers or some headers back along with the response. Okay, server also sends us response headers along with the response. Okay, so I just clicked on send, and here we can see headers. Okay, so these are all the headers we have sent with the request, and this is the header we got with the response. Okay, so what can we say to the headers? Headers are extra information that's sent to the client along with the request body. Okay, so there are two types of headers. So one is request headers and another one is response headers. So request header is what? This one. Okay, so which send from client to the server is request headers, this one, and response header is this one. Okay, so which we received from the server. Okay, which send from server to the client. Okay, so just remember, request header go to the server and response headers come from the server. Okay okay so if you see here, these are all header types: host, user type, postman token, accept encoding, connection. And if you click on any other request, here the headers are different. Okay, so it is not that mandatory that we should have the fixed number of headers. Okay, it depends on the API design and the backend system. Okay, so here if you see this, here it has content type and content length, and this is dummy JSON. And if you check this one, this is fixed store API. Okay, yeah, this is fixed store API. So here it does not have content type or content length. Okay, so this is not fixed, that you should remember. Headers are not constant or fixed. Okay, so here you can see that there are many header types, but we'll talk about only important ones. Okay, so important ones are content type, very important. So in this request, we can see content type. Okay, so here it is. Okay, this is very important. Okay, so here what I'm sending the server is, okay, this is important. Okay, so what I'm sending along with the request body is, I'm telling the server that I'm sending application JSON content type. So what is the content type? So if you go to body, so this is the content. Okay, so I'm telling the server that this is a JSON format, correct? So I'm telling that I'm sending the content of type JSON. Okay, and when I receive, the content type should also be JSON, application slash JSON. If you go to headers, see, this is also same, application slash JSON. Okay, so both what we send and what we receive should match. Okay, so here if it is not JSON, if it is HTML or text, then it is wrong. Okay, so we can raise a concern. Okay, so usually content type will come with post, put, and patch, rarely with get. Okay, we can also get content type with get, but that's rare. Okay, then next one is accept. This is very important. Okay, so accept means, what I'm telling the server is, when I receive the response, this is the response. Okay, so when I receive this type, okay, so this indicates type. So what type? So I'm saying you can send any type or any format of data. So here I'm not specifying that. Usually in real time application, this accept also application JSON. Okay, so here they have not mentioned that, but usually it will be application type. Okay, so what I'm saying, the what is that, server is, I'm expecting or I accept any type of data back. Okay. Okay, if, so here I'm saying that I want application JSON data, and server does not have that application JSON data, and it returns text. Okay, so in that type, sorry, not it returns, server has different data and I'm requesting JSON data. In that case there is a status code that is 406 not acceptable. Okay, in that case we will get that status code. Okay. Okay, the next header is authorization. So here it is not there. Let's see, here in get we will get authorization, because in order to use the get request we should be authorized. No, not there. Okay, so let's see in any of this. No. Okay, let me generate bearer token. We have already, okay. No. Okay, it's not there. Let me save it this request. I've seen it somewhere when preparing for the video. I'll show you. Oh, here also it's not there. Why? Let me try with some more request. I've seen it. I'll show you. So basically, in the headers, we will have authorization type. Okay, so authorization key, and it has the value that is bearer token or API key. Or so if you're not sending anything, it will be I think no auth. Let me go back to this request and see authorization. Not able to find it, but we will have usually. Okay, in real time we will have, that is very important, header information to send. Okay, so we are sending the server the authorization type, so I'm sending that, I'm saying that along with this request. So here I'll give this example. Okay, just imagine it as authorization. Okay, so I'm sending, I want the product code to, and to access this, I'm sending this bearer token. Okay, so along with this request, I'm sending that extra information. That extra information is authorization. Okay, so this is one of the thing. Next is user agent. Okay, this is just informational. Okay, so who is the agent here? The postman. And next is content length. So usually that is auto calculated. Okay, so but we are not, we cannot validate that. And what we can check is date, we can validate. Yeah, so we can validate